Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm just amending the camera, so just bear with me for 1 second. So today what I wanted to do was this perfume lab science activity set. It is made by Weird Science, you can see up here, and it is also classified as safe science. This little perfume lab pack is £2. You can buy this from B&M, but they also have it in Home Bargain, so it's just a little bit of fun to do with your kids. So I wanted to do a review of this so you would know whether you think it's worthwhile or not. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to have a look at that. So guys, just to make you aware, this is not suitable for anybody 3 and below. So I wouldn't allow anyone of that age bracket to be using this. I doubt that you would be anyway, but just to make you aware, there is a safety warning on the back. So we're going to go ahead and open this kit. Guys, I'm really sorry, but we're using a smaller table today, so I'm going to just have to maneuver things probably in and out of or on and off the camera. So hopefully you'll bear with me through this whole video and together we'll have a lot of fun. So once you open the box and take out the contents, we're just going to remove the box because we don't need it. This is what you'll get. So you've got this little pack, and we'll go ahead and open that. And we'll just take out our content. So we have one little bottle. This looks like a specimen bottle. And we have a rose fragrance scent, sorry. And if we turn that around in the back, that looks like it is little swashes. You can just see them down here. So we have rose to make our perfume. We have another one. We have Jasmine fragrance. I'm going to set that down. I'm going to tilt the camera down when we're actually doing this, so you just, I'll do that in a second. We have our syringe. It does say for single use only. Guys, this is not for medical use, so please don't wash it out and reuse it again. Once you're done with this, please dispose of. We have, if we turn that around, we have our Weird Science red dye. And we'll just take out the last 2 remaining items. We have our Weird Science blue dye. Guys, I'm just noticing the light isn't great here, so I do apologize, and I will try my best to create better lighting for you. Possibly if we move our camera over, sorry about the shakiness, we might get a better light. So just move our items back over again, and I'm going to put the camera to a better angle in just a moment. And we have our Perfume Labs instruction cards. We have a set of 2. So we'll go ahead and we'll turn those around. And the first one is make perfume potions, and that tells you all the things that we need. And our second one is just a continuation. So we're going to refer to these cards as we go along throughout this video. And we'll just pop our camera down so you get a better angle. And we will look at the first instruction card. So see which one comes first. So guys, I'm just reading these, and as I'm reading them, you can check out what items we have. I did read the box, and it said that we do need water, so I have got water in this container. This little container is from another video that I did, you make your own slime, but it was quite good, too good to throw out, so I held on to it, and it's good for our water pot. It does say that you will need another container, and I've got this little container right here that used to contain the unicorn poop slime. I generally tend to keep these little containers because they do come in handy. So you will see me moving these containers around, but you do need these extra. And it does say fill one with water. So we've gone ahead and done that just with cold water. So let me read the instructions. So the first thing it says is pull your plunger, which is this, out of the container like this. And we'll just set that down as we read instruction number 2. and it says choose which fragrance that you want to use. And whilst I like jasmine, I think I prefer rose. So we will choose our rose fragrance. I'm going to just set that here. That's what we're going to use. And it says insert the fragrance strip into the syringe. The more strips, the stronger the fragrance. Then insert the plunger all the way. So we'll go ahead and we'll open our, oh my goodness, these are tight. I should have brought some scissors out with me, but I didn't. So we'll go ahead and we'll open our rose fragrance. And we'll see what we've got in this little package. Okay, so we have one sheet here. But I think because they say the stronger the fragrance, the more strips you put in. Okay, so you get 2 strips in these little packages. And I think I'm going to use both. And it says insert them into the plunger. And then put the bottom end of your plunger in and push it all the way. So we're now ready with our plunger. We'll read instruction number 3, which says insert the, we've done instruction number 3, so we'll go to number 4. It says pour 15 milliliters of warm tap water into your measuring cup and add a few drops of dye. So guys, I have put cold water. So I'm just going to go and change this out for warm water. So I'll be back in just a second. So now we're back with our warm water. And now it says to pour 15 milliliters of warm tap water into your measuring cup and add a few drops of dry. Then using your plunger, suck up the warm water until the water level is up to about the 5 ml mark. Then empty out the remaining tap water in the cup. So we're going to use, I don't have a cup at hand, so we're going to use this little container. And I'm just going to move some things out of the way because I'm conscious that I want you guys to see. So we'll pop these over here and we're going to measure out, sorry, we're just going to refer back, 15 mil. And if we just pop, I think this is approximately 15 mil. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we've got red and blue dye, but because roses are normally red, I think we'll use the red dye. And we'll just pop, does it say a couple? A few drops. So possibly 2, 1, 2, or maybe another one, 3. So we'll pop 3 of our red dye into our little container and we'll just give that a swizzle around. And you can see that it's made the warm water turn like a beautiful reddy pink. And we'll just keep mixing that to make sure that we've got it all incorporated. So our next instruction, which is number 5, is to turn the syringe upright and suck some air in. Put your finger over the spout so no liquid escapes, and shake vigorously until mixed. Oh, so I think we've missed a step from before. Okay, so we need to put our syringe into the water and suck it up until it hits the 5 ml mark, which is right here. So if we keep going and keep sucking that water up until we hit the 5 ml mark, and I think it means the top end. So the next thing it says to do is to, and we're going to just do this in this container because this container, move this one out of the way, is much bigger. It says to push out, let me just read that instruction. Turn the syringe upright and suck some air in. Put your finger over the spout. So we've already got a little bit of air, but we'll just create a little bit more air. Maybe about there. It says put your finger over the top so nothing leaks out and shake vigorously to mix in the rose fragrance with our colored water. So I'm just going to take this off screen so I can shake it really hard to make sure that we're getting our fragrance. Oh, you can probably hear me shake it. So I've shook this really, really, really hard, and I can already smell the rose fragrance coming through, which is lovely. Our next instruction is let's see what our next instruction is. Carefully push the liquid into the empty cup, which I'm assuming is this. And so if we just set this over our our little hot water tray, and then if we take the syringe and just put it in the top of the cup, we can then start to fill up our little cup with our now perfumed hot water, and you can see that it fills it up quite well. Our syringe is now empty. I'm just going to pop this out so I can set it right here, and we have somewhere to put it, and we'll pop the lid on, and you can now see that we have our beautifully created pink rose water perfume. I'm just going to open it. I mean, I can already smell the rose. It's very light, very nice scent. And we'll just pop that on our hand here. And you can see the dye doesn't come off. So that's really, really, really nice. So that is our rose scent. But I think what we'll do is we'll also, guys, I need to pour this out just because you only get one of these. And this is just a little experiment so you guys know whether this is worth buying or not. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pour out the rose, and we will go ahead and try and make the jasmine. But I'm just going to do a little cleanup on these products, these little items, so that they don't still contain the scent of the rose. And I will be right back. So I'll see you in a second. Hi guys, thanks for waiting. So we've gone ahead and we've done a little cleanup on our items that we were using. We want to now start creating a beautiful jasmine scent to see what this smells like. So I'm going to go ahead and open the jasmine. And I really should have brought scissors with me, but in this occasion I didn't. So the jasmine is opened, and I definitely think that you need to use both these little strips. That's our jasmine fragrance, because the fragrance is quite it's quite delicate. So if you only use one, you're going to get next to nothing. So I think that using them both is really nice. So these are really, really beautiful, really jasmine scented. So we're going to go ahead and we've put our 2 strips with the jasmine into the top of our syringe. We then push the syringe to the top so that our fragrance is right at the top. And when we're sucking in the water, it gives an opportunity to filter through and for the fragrance to cover all of the water. So again, we're going to pop in about 15 ml of warm water. Guys, this does say that you need warm water. I was silly at the start and didn't put warm water in, and that's why I had to go and change it up. But we've got our warm water here, and we're going to use the blue dye because we used the red dye in the rose. So I think maybe 4 or 5 drops. I'm really not sure how many drops I just put in there, but I think it was 4 or 5. And guys, don't throw these out. These are really, if I could hold them in my hands, these little dyes are really good. They don't spill, and they will be excellent to use in if you're making your own slime. So I would never throw these things out. I would just keep those, and we can reuse those again in another video. And we're just going to swizzle our water around. Oh, see how beautifully blue that one is? and we just swizzle it around until we get a good mix. And then my counter is wet. We put the nozzle into the water and we'll suck it up just past the 5 ml. So you can see that all of the blue liquid is now going into our syringe, and you just keep on going until you hit the 5 ml mark. So we've done that, and you can see now that my syringe is full of the blue liquid. Again, it says to just pull some air in. So if we just pop a little bit of air at the top, that gives us room for the water to mix with the fragrance and create the scent. So I'm just going to give this a shake off camera. Just, there's not a lot of room. Oh, guys, don't forget to hold your finger over the top of the syringe, because it does actually come out, which I just found out. So we'll just shake it up. Just keep shaking till we get a good mix. The fragrance should also have mixed through when you were pulling the liquid through the top of the syringe, but just to make sure that we get the best scent possible. And I'm sure you can hear my voice is shaky from me shaking the syringe. Then what you should end up with is this. So this is ready to be put into our little perfume bottle. So just pop your syringe at the top and press down. I want to show you guys me pressing it down. So I'm just going to tilt it to the side so that you can see. And if we hold here and push down, you'll see that all of the liquid is now going into our little perfume bottle. Okay, our syringe is now completely empty. And guys, again, this is just for use in these little kits. If you were using this for another slime video or for, you know, another little experiment, then yes, definitely you could definitely keep this, but please don't use it for administering medicine or anything like that, because that's just dangerous and we don't want anybody to get hurt. So we'll set aside our little syringe, and I'm just going to put the lid on, and I'm going to give it a little shake and then see what it smells like. So, oh, you can definitely smell the jasmine coming through. It is a nice light kind of fragrance, again with the same as we had with the rose. It's not super strong, and it won't, you know, it's not overpowering, so it will still be fun and safe to use. Yeah, that smells really nice. So guys, that's my little weird science perfume lab video. It's for £2 that this costs, and that's quite a bit of fun that anybody could have with this. And there are other sets that you can buy, and I will buy those and do reviews of them. I think this is fun. I possibly wouldn't wear, well, I won't wear either of the perfumes, but for a kid, just to make these little perfumes, it's a lot of fun. It doesn't take very long to make them. You know, it's a quick activity you could do with your child, and it's bonding time. So that's my little weird science, my little weird science perfume lab kit. I hope you enjoyed my video. Please come along and watch any other videos, and if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe. Thanks everybody for watching. Bye.